Hi everyone! I'm so excited you're here today. I'll share practical home organizing tips that really make life easier. After a long day at work, you come home feeling tired and frustrated because your house is a complete mess with things scattered everywhere, and the thought of having to tidy it up feels overwhelming. I've been there too. The truth is, keeping a home neat isn't about buying more storage boxes or rearranging things endlessly. It's about understanding how to manage your belongings wisely. In this video, I'm going to share the tips and systems that have transformed my own home from chaotic to calm and practical. Keep watching. You'll discover that a tidy home isn't just possible, it can feel natural and stress-free. So watch carefully and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more simple, effective organizing hacks that will make your daily life so much easier. Right now, we're starting with organizing and decluttering, so you can understand the key difference between these two steps and why decluttering is the foundation of a tidy home. I realized something important about keeping a home neat. Organizing and decluttering are not the same thing. Many of us try to make our spaces look tidy by buying new containers, rearranging shelves, or adding extra storage. But none of that truly works if we're simply reorganizing a space that already has too much in it. The real shift happened when I understood that organizing only tells items where to go, while decluttering decides what actually deserves to stay. And honestly, no amount of cute baskets or drawer dividers can fix a home that's overflowing. At one point, I kept buying storage boxes because I thought that was the solution, until I noticed the boxes were full, the shelves were still crowded, and the countertops kept collecting random things. Everything changed when I focused on decluttering first. I started keeping only what added value to my daily life, and suddenly the house began to look tidy without any complicated system. A kitchen counter with fewer appliances stayed clear for longer. The dining table stopped becoming a landing spot for mail and groceries. Even the cabinets felt easier to maintain because they finally had breathing room. What surprised me most was how natural the cleanliness felt afterward. I didn't have to fight the clutter anymore once the number of items matched the space I had. Keeping the home neat became gentle, almost effortless. And if you want to take this even further, don't miss tomorrow's video where I show you how to set up your home the way a true organizing expert would. Simple, practical systems anyone can follow. It's incredibly useful, and I know you'll need these tips. Now that we've explored the difference between organizing and decluttering, let's dive a little deeper into understanding your personal limits. Next, let's move into finding your clutter threshold, where we'll explore how much stuff your home can realistically handle before it starts to feel overwhelming. It's the simple idea that each person or each household has a limit to how much stuff they can realistically manage. Once I recognized this, everything about organizing became easier and more forgiving. This threshold looks different for everyone. A small household with busy adults who are out all day often has a lower limit because there's less time and energy left for cleaning. On the other hand, a home with children naturally reaches its limit faster since toys, craft supplies, and school items seem to multiply on their own. I've seen many families struggle not because they're messy, but because the volume of belongings grows faster than their ability to maintain order. You can usually tell when your home has exceeded its threshold. Countertops never stay clear no matter how often you tidy them. Clothing piles seem to reappear overnight because there's simply too much to fold and put away. The sink fills up quickly, and cabinets become so full that closing the doors turns into a small battle. These aren't signs of laziness, they're signs of too many items competing for too little space. But something amazing happens when you reduce your belongings to a level your home can comfortably hold. Suddenly, daily maintenance feels lighter. Surfaces stay clear without constant effort. Laundry gets folded because it no longer feels overwhelming. Even the kitchen runs more smoothly because every dish has a place to return to. Keeping the home tidy becomes less of a chore and more of a natural rhythm. Understanding your own clutter threshold isn't about having a minimalist home, it's about having a manageable one. And once you reach that balance, maintaining order becomes not only possible but pleasantly easy. Once you know your clutter threshold, it becomes easier to tackle specific spaces. Let's start with the closet. Now it's time for calm, organized wardrobe. The closet is often the quickest place to fall into chaos, so I always start my organizing journey there. One thing that truly changed everything for me was learning to group clothes by how I actually use them. Sorting by season keeps the closet light and breathable. In summer, for example, I pack my winter sweaters into labeled boxes and place them on the top shelf. They're still accessible, but they no longer take up valuable everyday space. I also divide my clothes by purpose work outfits, homeware, and going out pieces. My work clothes stay at eye level where I can grab them quickly on rushed mornings. This simple shift saves me several minutes a day, and reduces that familiar morning stress. Folding and hanging methods also make a huge difference. I started folding my t-shirts vertically, almost like files in a drawer. Suddenly, I could see every piece at once without lifting piles or making a mess. For trousers, I use clip hangers. It prevents wrinkles and lets me sort them by color, which oddly makes choosing clothes feel more peaceful. These tiny changes don't seem dramatic at first, but together they completely transform how the closet works. Another habit that helps is limiting the number of hangers. I only keep enough hangers for the items I truly intend to hang. Extra hangers encourage me to toss clothes carelessly, while too few force everything to be crammed together. Keeping the number just right naturally guides the way I store my wardrobe and prevents clutter from building up. Small boxes are also lifesavers for accessories. Socks, underwear, scarves, and small items tend to vanish or spill everywhere. With little divided boxes, everything stays in place. And more importantly, I stop wasting time hunting for matching pairs or tangled accessories. What surprised me most is how these small habits make my closet feel calm and manageable every day. When everything has a clear purpose and a clear home keeping it neat, no longer feels like work. It just becomes the natural state of the space. After bringing order to the closet, the same principles can transform other areas too. The kitchen, where so many daily tasks happen, benefits greatly from intentional organization that matches how you actually use the space. Up next is kitchen organized every day. The most helpful thing I ever did was grouping items by their actual function. Cooking tools stay near the stove seasoning, and spices sit within arm's reach of the cooking area, and prep tools like knives and cutting boards stay beside the countertop where I usually chop vegetables. Food containers live close to the refrigerator, so packing leftovers after a meal feels effortless. When everything supports the natural flow of cooking, the kitchen becomes calmer and tasks feel smoother, almost like the space is helping you instead of working against you. Another trick that changed my life is using sliding trays and 360-degree turntables. A rotating tray for spices and cooking oils keeps me from digging through dark corners of the cabinet. I just give it a gentle spin and everything appears in front of me. For the lower cabinets, pull-out trays are a blessing. Instead of bending deep to reach a pot hidden at the back, I simply slide the tray out and pick what I need. These small upgrades protect my back and save time, especially on busy days when I'm rushing to prepare a quick meal. I also learned to limit tools that serve the same purpose. It's surprisingly easy to accumulate 5 soup ladles, 3 spatulas, or a drawer full of almost identical wooden spoons. Now I keep only 1 or 2 of each essential tool, the ones I truly use. Reducing duplicates suddenly creates space, and cleaning up after cooking feels much lighter. Lastly, I organize bowls, plates, and serving pieces by sets instead of size. Keeping matching bowls, plates, and small dishes together makes it easier to find what I need and gives the cabinet a neat, visually calm look. It's such a simple change, but it brings a sense of order every time I open the cupboard. When the kitchen is arranged with intention and simplicity, daily cooking feels less like a chore and more like a gentle, manageable routine. With the kitchen running smoothly, it's time to look at the living room, the heart of the home. Here, quick solutions and simple habits can make keeping the space tidy almost automatic. Now we're at Effortless Living Room Organization. Here, we'll learn simple habits and smart storage ideas that make keeping the living room tidy. The living room is the heart of the home, but it's also where clutter seems to appear overnight. Between children's toys, books, remote controls, and blankets, it can quickly feel chaotic. One of my favorite tricks is keeping 1 or 2 large baskets or bins for quick collection. Toys, magazines, and small items can be tossed in at the end of the day so the room instantly looks tidy. On weekends, I take a few minutes to sort through the baskets, putting toys back in their storage, and organizing magazines or books. This simple habit prevents clutter from building up and makes daily cleanup effortless. Another strategy is to assign each item a dedicated spot. Remote controls, charging cables, and small electronics all live in a single tray or container. Lightweight throws and blankets can fold neatly in the compartment under the sofa. With everyone in the family following the one thing, one place rule, there's no more leaving items scattered on chairs, tables, or floors. It's such a relief to walk into a room that looks orderly without having to hunt for essentials. I've also learned the importance of limiting decorative items. While it's tempting to display every small figurine or photo frame, too many objects collect dust and make cleaning a chore. Now I choose a few meaningful decorations that are easy to wipe and display them thoughtfully. Even reducing 10 small decor pieces down to 3 makes a noticeable difference in how open and airy the room feels. Combining quick collection baskets, dedicated spots for every item, and fewer decorative objects creates a living room that's easy to maintain. The space feels inviting, everything has its place, and the family can enjoy it without constant reminders to tidy up. Over time, these small habits have made keeping the living room organized almost automatic, and I finally feel calm and comfortable spending time here. And then there are some practical ways to keep these areas functional and easy to maintain. Next, let's explore keep storage functional. Storage areas, whether it's a closet bedside cabinet or hallway shelf, can quickly become a clutter hotspot if left unmanaged. I've realized that the key to keeping these spaces organized is intentional sorting and smart placement, so everything feels accessible yet out of the way. One of the simplest strategies is to group items into labeled boxes. For instance, I keep a box for repair tools, another for old documents, and one for cables and chargers. This way, when I need a screwdriver or some tape, I don't waste time digging through a pile of random items. Even small boxes make a big difference because they visually separate categories, making retrieval faster and cleanup easier. Another helpful rule is storing items based on frequency of use. Things we rarely use, like suitcases or holiday decorations, go on top shelves, while everyday essentials like tissues, masks, or frequently used notebooks sit on lower, easily reachable shelves. This simple habit reduces frustration and keeps the items you need most within easy reach. It's amazing how much easier daily life feels when you don't have to climb or shuffle boxes to find a simple thing. I love taking advantage of vertical space. Hooks on walls for coats, hats, or canvas bags instantly free up shelves and drawers. The back of doors is another hidden gem. I hang kitchen towels, reusable shopping bags, or handbags behind a door so they're visible but don't clutter the floor. For example, hanging my reusable grocery bag behind the door ensures I never forget it when heading out, and it keeps the hallway tidy. Combining labeled boxes, smart shelf placement, and vertical storage transforms chaotic storage spaces into functional, easy-to-maintain areas. You don't have to see everything at once, just having a system that matches how you use your items keeps things under control. Over time, these habits become almost automatic, and you feel the quiet satisfaction of walking past a neat, organized space every day. It's small changes like these that make home life calmer, easier, and surprisingly joyful. When storage spaces are under control, everything in the home starts to feel lighter and more manageable. But there's one foundational principle that ties it all together, making lasting organization possible. Here we come to the key to a truly organized home. Decluttering is the foundation of any lasting organization. When you focus on keeping only what truly matters, what you use regularly, love, or find meaningful, the space naturally begins to breathe. For instance, after decluttering my kitchen, I realized I no longer needed extra racks or containers for spices. My countertops stayed clear, my cabinets weren't jammed, and everything had its own easy-to-reach spot. It's not about buying the perfect storage system. It's about letting go of the excess. Many people are surprised to discover that once they remove the unnecessary items, they don't need to invest in additional organizers or gadgets. A simple drawer or shelf can suddenly accommodate all the items you actually need. The difference is subtle but powerful. A home doesn't look neat because of storage bins. It looks neat because there is only the right amount of stuff to manage. The lesson I've learned is simple yet transformative: declutter first, and the rest falls into place. When the number of belongings matches the space available, maintaining order becomes effortless. You no longer fight with clutter every day. Instead, your home feels calm, functional, and genuinely enjoyable to live in. Sometimes letting go is the only organizing trick you truly need. Finally, we'll cover why decluttering is the secret, explaining how reducing your belongings makes daily cleaning easier and creates a calm, stress-free home. Even after a few busy days when the house feels a little messy, the cleanup feels effortless simply because there aren't so many things to manage. When you reduce the number of items in your home, each task becomes lighter, quicker, and less stressful. Take the kitchen, for example. Limiting the number of plates, bowls, and cups prevents the sink from turning into a towering pile. It naturally encourages washing dishes along the way, rather than letting them accumulate. Similarly, having fewer clothes makes laundry less overwhelming. Washing, drying, folding, and putting them away becomes a smooth routine, and the laundry basket never overflows. There's a sense of order that feels achievable even on hectic days. Decluttering also helps every family member know exactly where things belong. When each item has a designated spot, it's easier to put things back after use. No more lost socks, missing remote controls, or arguments over cluttered countertops. Everyone in the household becomes part of the system, and chores feel less like a burden. Beyond the practical benefits, a decluttered home also affects how we feel. Open spaces, clear surfaces, and neatly stored items create a sense of calm and lightness. It's easier to focus, to work, and to relax. Stress melts away when you're not constantly bumping into clutter or searching for lost items. Decluttering isn't just about having less, it's about creating an environment that supports your daily life, your mental clarity, and your family's harmony. In my experience, it's the single most important step toward a home that stays organized and serene. In summary, keeping a home neat and functional isn't about fancy storage containers or endless reorganizing. It's about decluttering. First, knowing your space limits and creating simple systems that support daily life. When we focus on what truly matters, maintaining order becomes effortless and even enjoyable. I encourage you to start applying these tips today, whether it's clearing your countertops, grouping items by function, or giving each belonging its own home. You'll be amazed at how quickly your space feels lighter and more peaceful. If you want to take this further, check out my video. You really don't want to miss it, as it's about life-changing strategies to make every room feel calm and functional. And of course, if you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe, because you deserve a home that feels spacious, organized, and stress-free every single day. Share these tips with friends and family so everyone can enjoy a calmer, more manageable living space.